Hi everyone, in this video we're going to look at solving linear equations, and this first example that we're looking at is very straightforward. It's something that you should have been able to do pretty much from year 9 or 10. So we start by expanding our brackets here, which gives us 3x minus 3 equals 5x plus 17, and showing our working we'll subtract 5x from both sides, and that gives us our next line, which will be negative 2x minus 3 equals 17. Now we will add 3 to both sides, so we have negative 2x equals 20, and now I can divide both sides by negative 2, and x, that should be negative 2, and x equals negative 10. Okay, so one real solution there. Now with the next example, we'll solve this too, but it's going to give us a special case, I suppose. So I'll leave the left-hand side the same, and then I'll expand this, so I've got 6x plus 10 minus 5. Okay, so I'll start by subtracting 6x from both sides, and so I get 5 equals, and then 10 minus 5 is also 5, and so we just have this statement here that says 5 equals 5, which is true, but it doesn't tell us what x is. So in this situation where we have an answer that's called a logical truth, so like 5 equals 5 or 0 equals 0, that means that any value would work for x. And so what we do is we write x as an element, so we do a special e, which means element, of all real numbers. So we just do a double lined capital R, and that means real. So that symbol there is element, and R means set of real numbers. So any real number can be positive or negative, it can be decimal, it can be fractional, it can be anything. So that whole statement there that x is an element of real basically means it can be any number. One more example that we'll quickly go through is this one here. So we're going to have a special situation here as well. So we'll start by subtracting 2x from both sides. And so we get negative 3 equals positive 7. Now this is not true. At least last time I checked, negative 3 was not the same as 7. And so this is what we call a logical fallacy. So in other words, it cannot be true. Fallacy. I'm going to embarrass myself by not knowing how to spell it. Let's hope that's how it's spelled, but I don't think it is. Anyway, so when we have logical fallacy, that means that there is no value of x that would make this equation work. And so we simply say that there are no solutions. So there is no value for x that would work with this equation. So what I'll get you to do is to solve some equations like this, some of which will have infinite solutions, some of which will have no solutions, and you can try those on exercise 13.08. Thank you.